Hello, all you coin collectors out there, and welcome to the DC Coin World International Coin Channel. Today we're going to take a look at two coins from the country of Canada, the 10-cent coins from 1971. And at first I want to focus on this thing where it says cents here. On the United States 10-cent coins, nowhere on the coin does it say 10 or cents. They're called 1-dime coins. And so if we look at the back and we look at the front, we see nowhere does it say 10 or cents. We know it's worth 10 cents because of convention, but we don't call it a 10-cent coin. And the same thing with the U.S. quarter. We call it a $quarter, but nowhere on the U.S. quarter does it say anywhere 25 cents. The Canadian quarter, of course, is not a quarter, it's a 25-cent coin, and there it says it, right there in the middle of the antlers of the caribou, 25 cents. Again, cents plural. So when we look at the Canadian coins, sometimes we have a different convention, and the convention on the Canadian coins is put the number of cents on the coin until they get to, of course, the dollar. And now the dollar coin, nowhere does it say 100 cents, and nowhere on the coin does it say $1. So everybody has their own little differences in how they do it. So, the United States coin might say $1 US on it. The Canadian coin doesn't say 1 anywhere, but because it's a loonie, it's $1. And if it's a polar bear, it's $2. Well, here you go. 1971, and what a difference between these circulated coins and the uncirculated coins. Now this one here on the left is a circulated coin made in 1971, and they made 41 million of these circulated 10-cent coins at the Royal Canadian Mint. And of course it has Queen Elizabeth II on the front. This is the Arnold Machen portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, and it is a nickel coin, weighs 2.07 grams, just a little tiny coin. In fact, if you put it next to the U.S. dime, you'll see that it's a little tiny bit thinner and smaller. So it's a cute little coin, and it doesn't weigh much because it is made of nickel. Now, this is the Arnold Machen portrait where Queen Elizabeth II is wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, and this, of course, on the back that we looked at already, is a sailing ship. And this is the sloop Blue Nose. Actually, it's a schooner. There's a difference, I guess, between a sloop and a schooner. This is a Canadian schooner, like a racing schooner, from Nova Scotia, which is a province or a state of Canada. And here it is in full speed going over the waves. Now, let's talk about the difference between circulated coins in uncirculated coins and what the variations are. This coin is circulated, and you can see it's pretty beat up, but you could get this coin, a circulated coin, which could be pretty shiny. The trick is that it will never look quite this shiny. So if you look at this coin, you see that there's actually a difference in the buffing, essentially, between the ship and the back of the coin. So if you look, Coins in Canada is a great website, Coins and Canada, for defining coins and Canadian coins. So this was listed as a proof-like coin, and a proof-like coin is a brilliant relief on a brilliant field. Well, that's not what this is. This looks like a specimen coin, which is a frosted. See how that's kind of has a frosting on the. This is a frosted/mirror appearance on the design and effigy. So this from the back looks like it is a specimen coin from a Canadian specimen coin set. If we flip these over, again we can see the tremendous difference between the two. We see that the front does not have the frosted image on it. So when we look at this one, we have on the front of this coin, we have a mirror-like image on a mirror-like background. So the back is frosted, which is weird. the front is mirror-like, so it's going to be listed as a proof-like coin in Canada. And because you could never get this kind of shine on an uncirculated coin, or it'd be really hard, it's not. We're not going to be able to we'll easily differentiate, I should say, between this coin and any coin that's been uncirculated, even in AU. I mean, any coin that's been circulated, even an AU 50 that's been circulated, will never give us this kind of shine, or almost never. So, what's going on here? It looks like we have a specimen reverse on a proof-like obverse. And maybe they made a few of these. I haven't looked through them to see. But it might be that if they didn't get this quite right, say they did the reverse and then they did the front as the reverse as specimen and the front as proof-like, they would sell it as a proof-like because it's not proof-like on both sides. But it's a interesting coin. I don't know if there's any kind of identifying factors for this kind of coin, but Coins in Canada says in general the proof-like version is going to be worth somewhere in this shape. Say this might be a PL 64, maybe 65, would be worth like between $2 Canadian and $4 Canadian. If it was a specimen version at SP 66, this would be worth almost $10 Canadian. So maybe it's a little of both. We can split the difference and sell it for about $6.50 to $7, but not really. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to keep it in our set. We're going to look at some more 1971 Canadian 10-cent coins and see if there are any other ones that have a proof-like obverse or front and a specimen-like reverse or back. All right, that's all we have today from the DC Coin World International Coin channel. We'd love to have you subscribe to our channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section.